Climate plan. If you're elected president in your first term, how is this going to help farmers impacted by climate change in the Midwest?
I think climate change is an existential threat 1A. I think it's right there next to everything I'm talking about. So I'm for a carbon tax and dividend. I'm for rejoining the Paris Accords. I'm for spending hundreds of billions of dollars on our infrastructure to make it more resilient. But I believe that the things I'm talking about are actually a precursor to addressing climate change effectively. So in this country, most people can't pay their bills, 78% paycheck to paycheck. And what happens if you can't pay your bills is you have what's called a mindset of scarcity, where like your bandwidth is constrained with just trying to I pay you and I have enough money for that. And studies have shown that a mindset of scarcity decreases your functional IQ by 13 points, or 1 standard deviation. So if you have a sneaking feeling that people in the US are getting less rational and more impulsive and susceptible to bad ideas and maybe even more hateful, we are. And the reason we are is that we've introduced pervasive financial insecurity into our society, and then people naturally start looking for people to blame. So if you go to people in that situation and you say, guys, we need to work on climate change, it's a major problem. Some of them will say to you, I cannot pay my bills. The penguins can wait in line. Now, that's not great, but that is our reality. What we have to do is we have to reverse this mindset of scarcity that has swept so many of our communities and reverse it with a mindset of abundance and possibility and optimism. And then if we go to those same people and say, we need to address climate change, they will look at their children and they will say, yeah, you're right, we need to. So by getting the economic boot off of people's throats, we're then going to be able to galvanize energy in our society to actually solve the bigger, future-oriented problems. So just because I did not talk about climate change as one of my big 3, you should know that I see the freedom dividend as the biggest intermediate step we can take towards actually addressing climate change.
Our candidates, we've had 2 nights of spirited debate on a range of issues, 20 candidates in all.